Hi everyone, today we'll be discussing the evolution of the East German KVP and NVA Conscript leather dress belts. The first belt we have here is the KVP belt. It's identifiable by the gold buckle, just pebbled, no symbol on it. Also has the sewn hook end along with the aluminum prongs. This belt served as a field belt and a dress belt for the KVP between 1952 and 1956. This next belt is the first pattern of the NVA leather dress belt. This also would have been used as a field belt until the late 50s when the web belt was introduced. This is identifiable by the one-piece aluminum prongs and the sewn hook end along with the silver buckle with the East German symbol on it. It's also a gold version of this buckle, which would have been used by NVA cadets from 1956 till 1960, and by the Grenzpolizei, which used the gold style belt from 1957 till 1959. Next, we have the second pattern of the NVA leather dress belt. This would have solely been used as a dress belt and not as a field belt. This still has the silver color with the East German symbol, but has a two-piece steel prong on the back and the riveted hook end instead of the sewn. This would have been used from the early 60s until the 70s. The last pattern of the NVA dress belt is the most common one. This has the square hook end and the two-piece steel prong. It has the square attachment end. I've seen two dates for the introduction of this style. One source said 1970, the other source said 1975, but this style would have been used all the way until 1990. So an interesting caveat to these belts is actually a couple different variants of each belt buckle for the first and second pattern NVA belt buckles. And these can be identified by the coarseness of the grains on the front of the buckle. So, if we look at the first and third pattern, we can see first pattern, this example has the much coarser grain pattern compared to the finer grain pattern of the third pattern that I have in my right hand. The third pattern seems to only have the finer grain type. It was not produced with the coarser grain type, but the first and second pattern belt buckles seem to have a coarse and fine grain pattern for each. The two pictured here both have the coarse